I went into town because Dad said I should just get off my arse and go and ask for a job to their face. It was not the advice they gave at the JSA place. They said send hundreds of emails, and if I show them the proof, I'd get my pay and surely some kind of work someday. And that's good enough for most of us youth. I bounced in a supermarket straight through the automatic door. I asked a staff member, the first one in store, is the manager's office at the back of the store? I've been here before, but I can't remember. She looked at me funny. Have I said something wrong? I just want to earn money. Oh, it's okay, she's not in a mood. This lady does not share my tongue. She wasn't being rude. There's another one I'll give a try. I'll speak and see if he understands. I think he's a manager, he's wearing a tie, and he's got naught but a pen in his hands. So what skills do you have to work here as shelf stacker every day and forevermore on basic national minimum wage? I get the most kills on Rampage of Fear. As defender and attacker, I hold the top score. The only skills that matter to someone of my age. Well, how long have you been signing on, did you say? Well, in that case, come back and see me again at the end of next May. By then, you will qualify for our new scheme. You can work here with no pay. Well, I was not keen at first. I thought things couldn't get any worse until he started explaining I'd have first-class training and I'd still get my benefit. So I said, okay, I'll see you again in 6 months. I'm up for it. On my way home, I stay frosty as it is getting late. I'm too wise to take the shortcut through that dodgy estate. This is England. You have to plan your route at night. Avoid the hate. Unless you're with at least half a crew of your mates. Back home safe in front of my telly. My game's on pause as I get my tea in my belly. I'll see if there's out on to keep me from getting bored. Adverts, mute, as it's just stuff Dad could never afford. I mean, it's just stuff I could never afford. But then something catches the top corner of one eye. A job for me on mainstream TV. It must be a con. Dad says telly loves to lie. Volume is up, it looks like it's true. An ad for a job for young people like me and Soundsty and his latest fit bird, Sue. Be the best. Be a man. Be a woman or non-specific. Sail upon the Atlantic or below the Pacific. Live the dream, it is your fate. You're never too young and it's never too late. Whoa, not sure I'm cut out to be a soldier. That looks rock hard. A real tough test. Perhaps I'll wait until I'm just a little older before I try my luck at being the best. Hang about. A control pad in a sapper's hand. I can't believe what I've seen. The army needs gamers, and I'm the most awesome in the land. The greatest that's ever been. Yes, I will be a soldier, protector of queen and country, unafraid to die, or kiss goodbye to a limb, just below the shoulder, or well above the knee. Yes, I'm going to go and tell Dad now I'm going to do it for him. I don't think you'll find it much fun beneath that merciless desert sun with a gigantic pack on your tiny back. You've not slept for 3 nights, then you're under surprise attack. Or when you and your new mates are ordered to stand up and run against a great big dirty bastard horrible machine gun. No, don't do that for me, son. All right, Dad, I'll do it for our Jack who lost a life he never had to the smack. I'll do it for Jack, my uncle, your brother. You said burying him, finish my nan, your mother. Skag comes from that way where people are bad. When I spy a poppy field, I'm on the attack. I'll smash them for Uncle Jack. Perhaps that's why we're there anyway, wouldn't you say? What do you think, Dad? No one put a gun to Jack's head and force that spike into his vein on his big toe. Don't do it for him, son, he's long gone. I hate to be honest, but he was always a wrong one. I would not have fought for our Jack when he was alive. Fight for no one without strong will of their own to survive. All right, Jack, I'll do it. I'll do it for Imran. I'll do what I can for Imran, my mate. We're going after that very same man, that genocidal maniac, that peddler of hate, from which poor Imran and his whole clan ran. I'll do it for him and all of his kin. Us and the Yanks will surely win. We will keep the goodies safe. Only the baddies the RAF does strafe. Nothing does reassure those civvies much more than that sweet sound of Western bombs as they pound into Eastern ground. I've seen them on the TV thanking us for our help and literally begging for more. Those women and children are dying for a taste of our democracy and perpetual war. Drag your eyes from that screen and switch off every electrical appliance. When did science turn into compliance? Stand up in defiance. Do you believe everything you have seen? Look at you sat there, useless and fat. How can you swallow all that? You need to get out more, son. Trust me. Take a break from those shoot-em-ups and watch a little less TV. All right, Dad. What about Mum? I'll do it for her. You told me what she said the very night I was born. How proud she would be to one day see me in uniform. Oh, sorry, Dad, I didn't mean to upset you there. Grandad, I'll do it for him. That was against an evil dictator too, the war your dad was in. He died at 19, so you didn't have to. And so I would always be free. It's all in that 84-part series we see, repeated for the last 70 years on our TV. We sit together twice a week, old fella. Just the dog and me. And you. See, silly me. I didn't need to think of anything new. All the old history is true. Less mad. Can't say war Grandad had so sad was bad, Dad. Can you? His son had him. He had to agree. He'd be back in 18 months no more. He waved goodbye to his boy, knowing that he would be a man the next time he walked through that door. He came back in a bag after 3. IED. Since he was 8, he loved his games and your TV, did my boy. They were his playtime, his joy, his only toy. And I too thought those games were great. But they convinced my first and last son to fight a war that will never be won. Be the best. He always was in my eyes. Now he lays at rest. Gone forever thanks to your despicable lies. He thought he played you, but with his mind you toyed. How many families have your advertisements destroyed? Delivering orphans and carving widows from new wives. Child believes, then dies. You want to snuff out how many more precious lives? When you next lie awake with a sweat so cold, buy this question and sell yourself its brutal truth. How could you ever sleep knowing what you have sold? How could you sell war to our youth? I was challenged to write a pun, but what is a pun? I wasn't sure, but I'll tell you, finding out was fun. I looked on the web. I don't know, the spider said. I asked around. I don't care. Ask a square, said the round. Asked the Pentagon advisor square, but Trump was not there. Just a man who gave me a long stare. Why the stir? So you can get up there. The polar bear knows the answer. I went up the stair, but the attic was bare. Just a naked man. Are you the bear? No, but I'm bare. I live in the roof and the truth I bear. The answer can be found for £1, he said aloud. £1 of what, tea? No, I've eaten. I'm not hungry, I'm Polish, said he. That's why I'm shiny. You need to pound on the door for what you look for. How's your sight? My sight is looking good. Just the roofs to go on, and then we're done. No, how you look. I look great since my hair was cut. Now I spend all my dough on clobber. That female cost me dear, but I got a good offer by email. This guy we pay to clobber people so they don't remember. We steal their clobber and then we burn him on the 5th of November. But which of these doors, guarded by a witch, do I pound? But there was only one doors I found. So I asked Morrison, what is a pun? And to have the answer he did pretend, but in the end he said, I don't know, ask Tesco. Who knows? Ask Waitrose, said Tesco. Tired, worn, needed a change. So I found a bed to find a rose. As Tesco said, it's wait the answer knows. And for so long I did wait, until I was told I needed scales by a mate. But, said the fish, I wish I knew, but round here I'm new. Now the fish was in a tank, but we could communicate despite the engine noise, as he was a fish on a line, and the signal was fine. He knows semaphore, it's what his fins are for. But the fins were not happy with wage. They did rage, and their job they did finish. The finish don't like to be used as a metaphor. That fish was a clown, he could drown. I asked a pike, he said he wanted a scrap. I said, have some lead you can have. I led him round back, but we could not get lead out. My yard did not measure. The gap was too narrow for the barrow. I needed a file to sort my gate. But nothing in those records could fix my walk that I did hate. And we listened to a score of them. A no score draw a picture of a footballer smoking. Now he was on fire. I'm no liar and I'm not joking. And we could tell that picture had been doctored, as it was over the flu. Its wings had been clipped, it's true. And the footballer was in favour. He was a left winger, but he did not like Labour. He was lazy. He got C-sectioned. He was in a padded room since he left the Navy. Crazy. Well, I could see we needed to remove a section of my fence. I said, it needs a good yank. But the cowboy we had in was no good at all. He said, I will get more help if you will let me. I said, have a 2-bedroom flat if you pay me in time. But he paid me in cinnamon. I'd had enough of him by then. I jumped on a bus. I said, town, please, driver. Driver asked, single, sir? Well, yes, thanks, since my late fiancée died, and did not make the church on time like she did not go. In town, I needed a bar. I had not gone far. I was given a bar. I said tar for the bar, but this bar was not good enough to be mine, so I jumbled it round until it did rhyme, and then it was looking fine. So I went in for a wine, and the barman said, why are you whining? Because I could not find out what a pun is. I tried, but I gave up in the end, you know. Barman says it's like an innuendo. I'm not one to give criticism, but you should know it's a type of witticism. Eureka! Exclaimed I. No, I'm Rick, explained the bar guy. Well, why did no one tell me it was like a double intender? Get a double intender? And he gave me one. Oh, fisherman, fisherman, can't you see that somehow, just maybe, that little fishy could be a fishing for thee? There's never much going on in our canal. It's the same every day, I tell you now. No change in weather in our man-made river. It's our life giver, but boring. Then one morning, I heard a mate say, get up, let's get fired. Now, he was not one to seek attention, so I let him speak, and he did mention, let's get twisted, let's get wired. I was scared, but he insisted he'd found a key to another dimension. But it came with warning. It's hardcore. You take off with no ground clearance, a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But I'll come back for more. I said, okay, because I'm all day, I'm a sinner, a natural-born swimmer. Through the grime and the slime, we went on the lookout for a shimmer, a glimmer, a sign that there was a hook out, so I could have my first time, hang from end of line, and become a winner. Or end up as someone's dinner. See that twinkle in the light? Get in there and fucking bite. Not much to learn. See that worm? Bite down hard with all your might. It'll start to fight, so hold on tight. Whoosh. From this world I was taken, if I'm not mistaken, launched into space. Bone dry, I fly to a forbidden place. Yes, I'm there, drown in air, follow if you dare. I feel I'm about to slowly die, such a scare I almost cry, but I don't care, and I'll tell you why. I've got no feet and I'm off my face. I don't care if I'm a complete disgrace. I'm travelling through time and space. My fears disappear without a trace, inspiring me to rhyme and verse. Me they curse, but I've had worse. You can't touch me in my special place, in my brand new universe. I had my prize before my eyes. he was a decent size. And as I lay there, compromised, paralysed, yet somehow liberated and free, I suddenly realised, and I tell you no lies, he thought he'd caught me. And I contemplated as I lay twitching on the bank, are our angels predators in disguise? Is this really a canal or just one big tank? I don't know, 'cause I'm not wise, but to those that put us here I did give thanks, and now I'm always itching for a stitching to get away and stray from life's bitching. Tug, tug, tug on the line, out my way, that maggot is mine. That's my meal, I feel the need. Don't you steal, I've greater greed. I need to feel that steel through my jaw. I can break every natural law. Does not quite get me like it did before. In fact, it's starting to feel really sore, and yet I'm always going back for more. They tried to make me take a break 'cause I look fucked. But what else are we doing here for? I don't know, but one thing's for sure, I'm hooked on getting hooked. Yeah, well, it's true. I was told by those that know, lay off the hooks if old you want to grow. Carry on and you've had it. With head like fried haddock, you'll end up like Joel the soul who sold his soul, or go the way of Jim. You remind me of him. His only goal, adventure. And now he lives like no fish is meant to. Forever blowing bubbles in a goldfish bowl.